Georgia O'Keefe. Her full name was Georgia Toto O'Keefe. She was born on November 15th, 1887, in town of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. Her parents were Frances O'Keefe and Ida O'Keefe. She attended Town Hall School in Sun Prairie. O'Keefe studied at the Art Institute of Chicago when she started off her art career. O'Keefe painted several very famous paintings, like her famous Sky Above the Clouds that is displayed in the Art Institute of Chicago. In 1997, O'Keefe was awarded the Medal of Freedom by President Gerald Ford for her iconic artwork. O'Keefe was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Letters, which is a 250-member honor society, and its goal is to foster, assist, and sustain excellence in American literature, music, and art. Georgia O'Keefe represented the theme of the change of the role of women in the 1920s. She was one of the most successful women of her time, and that inspired many women all over the United States. O'Keefe also represented the theme of overall growth. She had to work extremely hard to become such an amazing artist. All of this hard work encouraged her to grow as a person. Georgia O'Keeffe's outer appearance was very joyful and bubbly, but inside she suffered with depression and was hospitalized in 1928. Georgia O'Keeffe made a huge impact in American art. She was able to capture modern-day and early 20th century aspects in her beautiful artwork. O'Keeffe was especially talented at capturing the emotion and power of objects through abstracting the natural world. She was also an inspiration to women back then, when women weren't thought to be useful besides having kids and staying at home. I would compare Georgia O'Keeffe to the young but not very well-known artist named Aya Takino, because they both have their own individual, unique style. Georgia O'Keeffe didn't exactly live in the 1920s. O'Keeffe did create beautiful artwork in the 1920s that people enjoyed all over America and the world. When the era of the 1920s came to an end, O'Keeffe didn't stop painting. Her next big project was in 1951 when she traveled to Mexico and met artists Diego Rivera, Frida Kahlo, and Miguel Coveras. She spent the next decade traveling throughout the world, and her fame continued through the 1950s and 60s. If I was a history teacher in 15 years and I had to talk to one of my students about the life lessons learned from Georgia O'Keeffe, I would tell them to work hard to achieve their dreams and to find inspiration in little things that people might not normally take the time to look at and really appreciate. I think that if I were placed back in the 1920s, I would be friends with Georgia O'Keeffe. I think she would be such an inspiration to me.